After that, they were calling us in numbers. And then I realized by then that we were not the only group. There was one group who was meant to be at the time that I went. And then after us, it was coming another group. And then another group in the afternoon. So I think if I was in a group, in the early morning group, which was maybe like 60 people, I think. So I could say that it was more than 200 people applying for this position on this open day. So after that, they called me. They were doing the assessment of the reach assessment, which many airlines does it. They just want to make sure that you have the right height, and it's nothing about being racist or being discrimination about it. It's just like they're making sure that you have the right height in order to be on the plane and you will be able to reach the security elements of the security procedures. So I find completely amazing. I went there, told me you are just right. I noticed something of this company and I love it. Everybody was spotless in the company, especially HR, human resources. The lady who was giving us the introduction, she was so perfect. She just had everything under control. She just spoke about the company, and then when she do your name or she calls you, she brings you into a room, and then she makes you feel comfortable enough in order to go to the next step, which is the final interview. But she talked to you as that she knows you. She definitely reads a little bit. I think she has a little bit of preparation about who is the person is and what's the name and the source and where it's from. And I actually love it because when she called my name and she brought me to this room, she was making sure if I was having any tattoo or anything in particular part of my body that would be able to see with my uniform. And then I was telling her, yes, I have a tattoo, I have it here, but it's not possible, I can show you. And she was like, no, don't worry. By the way, you look really good with your uniform, she said to me. And then I was like, oh,
American Airlines, Stand Up to Cancer is closer than ever before to achieving its mission to make every cancer patient into a long-term survivor. So get on board and stand up to cancer with us. When you make a donation of $25 or more to Stand Up to Cancer, you'll receive 25 bonus American Airlines Advantage miles for every dollar donated. When you use an American Airlines Advantage MasterCard credit card, receive double the miles. Go to standuptocancer.org/American Airlines.
At this stage, I was really confident and really comfortable with myself. I really have to say that I was not cocky or overconfident about it. Anything could happen in an interview. But, when you go to an interview, you're gonna show what are the best qualities that you have. And it's not pretension. I also think that, working as a hairdresser gave it to me the experience of being able and open to listen, but at the same time to knock the areas when people ask me questions. So I was in a really good interview with a gentleman. He was really precise. He was asking, things that it will go, just making sure that I was aware of what sort of work I'm going to do, and I was aware of what sort of the compromise and the complication of the job, because to be honest, working as a flight attendant, you have to, follow different procedures and you have to be really thinking ahead. Which is something that we normally do in hairdressing. We have always to think about it, what's going to happen with the next color, what's going to happen with the next client. We always are in the same sort of move of next, wait a second, where's next, solving problems, things like that. So this is a really busy environment. So he was really nice, he was really clear. He made me a couple of questions that obviously for security I won't be able to go and to tell you at this stage, but you have to be prepared about it. I could say and I could add that at this point you have to be yourself. I went with him myself as well. I told him, listen, I do not have experience as a cabin crew, but I am, willing to find and to try a new area in life. Now, after that, everybody said bye. And thank you so much for coming. We will contacting you in a couple of days to see if you pass or no. I actually, I was kind of pretty confident at this point. I was like confident with the job that I have done, which was the delivery of being myself. At any point, I have the idea, oh, they will choose me, or oh, why, because I saw that there was a lot of people there who were prepared for this, and also they had experience already as a cabin crew. Many of them, they were trained already as a cabin crew, so why they could choose me if I was not having any experience anywhere they could have to go through the process again. So after this, instead of me leaving straight away, I stayed with them, and then I stayed in the waiting area, and I was talking with other people there, with other cabin crew, just trying to know them, to see who they are, to see how they are, and things like that. So I actually said that I stayed there like maybe 20 minutes. I also think that it's really important after is that you don't leave really straight away. It doesn't say something good about you. You have to be connected, you have to also do eye contact to people, and then there's a good way to familiarize or ask things that you don't know, ask about it, because it's good. They normally have information about the company everywhere. But I think that was the process of that. After that I left, and then in a week later they sent me an email saying, congratulations, you have passed through the second part of the stage, which is the ID, and then it's a security process. So at this stage I was like, yes, I am in, but you actually know, you are not in. You have to pass through a different process after that. You will have to pass through a security process. Obviously, remember that we work as flight attendants. We have a lot of procedure to follow, but we have a lot of securities that we have to, and a lot of permission that we have to comply in order to fly, in order to, work with other people. And then, this is the stage where I think it was the most tedious, because you will have to do a 5-year background of your work. So I will be telling you, if you are applying for this position or with this company or with any other company, please do your 5-year background straight away. Try to have it in English. If your country is not here, try to get this before you go to the interview, or before you go to this stage, because you will have to submit this thing. And then also, this is a time where you do not work with them straight away. You kind of starting to do the process of identification. So they basically said to the DAA, which is the Dublin Airport Authority, this is a applicant. I want that you check everything to see if he is okay to work with me. So, and then you have to deal with this authority here. You have to send the whole documentation. You have to send your background check, 5 years background, and then you will have to go in and out, in order to send emails and send them, and then they send you a number. It's a lot of things that you have to catch here. So as I said, please be patient. Anything that they're asking you for, trying to find as soon as it's possible. If you don't know, if you cannot do it, just be honest with them. They will be really there to help you. And this is something that I love about this company. They never were kind of closet about it. They never were like, oh no, we don't like you, or we don't want you. Actually, I have to say that when they asked me for my documentation, which was this process, which was a 5-year background in Ireland, because I have to do one by my home country, and then I have to do another here. They actually were kind of so patient, because I couldn't submit that really straight away because I had to go through 5 years of my working experience here. So some of my boss or my ex-boss, by then in 2017, they were not here. So they really were patient with that. They really were kind of, it's okay, no problem, what else you could supply me. So if you haven't been working, so try to get the 5 years experience that you have. If you were in college, if you were doing courses, if you were working for yourself, you have to promote all this information to pass through this process. If you don't pass this process, you won't be able to continue and then won't be able to the position that you have. Ready?
Hello and welcome aboard British Airways. Please pay attention as I demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. This aircraft is equipped with Aviation American gin. Please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened whenever drinking it. Spilling even one drop of the world's highest rated gin will result in you being duct taped to your seat for the remainder of the flight. In the event of loss of cabin pressure, Aviation gin will automatically fall from the panel above your head. You're welcome. In the unlikely event of a water landing, flotation devices will be available and they will be amazing. This is starting to feel reckless. Okay, yeah, let's just stop, guys. We're gonna stop now.
Requiring? I think it's required. At this stage, I also had to submit my aeromedical certificate, which is a requirement when you start applying for this position. This is basically an exam that you have to do with a specific doctor that they will check your eyes, they will check your, if you can listen, if you can, if you can hear, if you can see, if you can smell, if your body is adapted and really healthy in order to fly and to become a cabin crew. I have to say that this exam is a little bit costly, so I have done, I think actually after a week of being getting my response from the interview, the outcome of the interview. So I have done it. I think this exam is valid for 5 years for cabin crews, and I think it's 3 years for pilots. So you have to get it done in order to go there. So I will advise you to not get it done. If you don't have any experience, maybe do not get it done till that they are offering you the position, because it could be a little bit costly. But in the other hand, if it's something that you really want to do, if it's something that you really will want to work as a cabin crew, so get it done, because they will asking you for this, constantly. Actually, I think after the 1 week that they told me, you will need the aeromedical certificate, and then I said to them, okay, give me a couple of days, and yeah, organizing an appointment. I said, I don't have an appointment. So I got it done, and then I submitted, and they said that's perfect, that's fine. And then I think in the next couple of weeks they were asking me again just to submit it again. So just maybe to make sure that it was the right one and it wasn't fake or something like that. So as you see, this is the whole process through. At this stage, I thought that I got the position, but I have to say that no. I just got a position to do a training, which is the next step that I have to go, and I am going to share with all of you all this amazing experience that is going to be in the next couple of weeks. So this is 6 weeks of training that I will have here in Dublin, and I will learn everything of the procedures, and I will follow the steps, and I will also wearing that beautiful uniform that I am just looking for, and then I will share with you all this information, and I will share all the experience. I want that we visit the whole European cities, and I want that we also get the best of this experience to show it to you. So please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also if you are there, press the button of the bell in order to get the new videos in the next videos. Remember to follow me on my Instagram, or follow me on my social medias if you like, and I will be delighted to show you the work through my camera.